Hello, everybody. I just played a game then, but I'm re-recording because one, I lost, and two, the start of the game, the screen didn't load basically. But anyway, we are back in Champion Division. I was at the dizzying heights of like 1150 yards. I was 1 point off my highest ever ranking, but we've tanked it. But it's a tough school. It's a tough school. I had a mental hot streak on Sunday whilst being crippled in bed, hungover, and was just popping off. Back in champ, yes, finally back in. Well, not finally. It was only a couple of weeks, but yeah. I mean, that game I played then wasn't the greatest. But could have won it still, and they were like 1300 odd rated. I did throw it away at the end. Um, Right, I need to kind of lock. I'm not really that locked in. I need to lock the fuck in. No, not in the Grand Canyon. Not in the Grand Canyon. Not there either. Yeah. I mean, I was thinking the right place over that side, and then I was like, where the fuck else? Not in the Grand Canyon. Wish you could play against me. You can. We can do some private duels maybe. At some point. I think Philly over Thailand, right? Yeah, especially with all of this. Unless it's like southern Thailand, but I will just go somewhere in here. Okay, it was north, but that's fine. Yeah, if I'm playing shit and just start tanking my ELO, I will just do some private stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to consolidate. I mean, yeah, I was. Oh, bloody hell, hello. It's just so easy to lose ELO, like quickly. I think. Oh, nah, that's terrible. Especially when you do stuff like that. Yeah. I shouldn't have committed all the way over there. I just thought it was dry looking. And that's like, yeah, a lot of points lost early on. Especially when I'm actually not 100% sure on the continent here. Fuck. Okay, Saint. That's fine. That's actually fine. Because I was thinking South Africa for a minute. Fuck. Okay, thank God. Yeah, I should always just go middle of India when I do not know. We should be south, right? Is he laughing because this is like downtown his house or something? Yeah. Probably a Floridian. Good for him. Bombardino crocodile. Yeah, I don't know if it's crocodiles or alligators they have. Alligators in it. I don't know what the difference is. Is that yellow? It is slightly. It is slightly. I have to trust the yellow. I don't think it's full yellow like where's New Jersey? Full level like New York. It's not that plate, but yeah, that's where the hills are. I got confused. I always get confused about the boundaries of New Jersey. But that is where the hills are in New Jersey area. Right, someone was just Gab's burning her brother's voluntarily, like with consent. They're burning it was his last day of school, and they're burning shit out of the garden. And I think someone just came round just to check if our house was on fire or not. So I was just trying to listen to that. Anyway, moving swiftly onwards. I'm honestly thinking, like, I know it's not quite, because it's not Texas pavement, but I'm thinking over this way rather than over there. So yeah, the road does actually line up there, sort of. But we don't have a train track, do we? No. So maybe not that, and it's a smaller road. You'd think that would just be a big one. So this area is the area that I'm thinking of. We're on 2.5 times damage. So what about Roswell? Grid doesn't line up at all. Nothing's going that way. Unless it's like... But then the road just goes super straight, doesn't it? Oh well. Like, I'm going on the area, not the actual, like, trying to find the 5k there. And I quite like that as a guess. Yeah. We'll see though. We shall see. Oh fuck. My guy, I'm sorry. We needed it though. We needed that win. Because we didn't want to go on a slide. Not a very good guess from me. But unfortunate that they must have just not got a guess in, or their internet must have died, or something. But yeah, because we would have lost like 20 ELO there. It was a bit green for over here, to be fair, but that's fair enough. Arizona, New Mexico, you know. Floridian internet is crazy. That famous Floridian internet, hey? I should know, because another mention, I lived in Florida. Every time I will mention it. Anywho. The fuck is that? We are back at the car. Why is it like mad crazy forest? Oh, with that it's like Slovakia, Slovenia, Slovakia, Czechia, I think. Or so I will actually go somewhere in. I was thinking like Poland area, border-ish. So I will. These are like massive mountains over there though, but I'll leave it somewhere up there. Forgive me, I have a bogey in my nose, and I'm not going to do it on stream. It's bothering me. There, where else will you get that kind of content? Okay, so those things are Slovenia, Czech, Croatia as well. Ghana. What amazing content that is. At least I was polite, eh? I was polite. They went US though. I did kind of look like it might have been front of the car, but then I turned around and saw that there was back of the car. So I'm going where there's like biggish hills in Ghana. I mean, there's biggish hills most places. And I'll switch a bit to like here area. And in between us. God, the house smells of burning, like, school clothes and books. Cambo? Cambo, well, I was actually thinking down. We've got points to play with. I have never once managed to region guess Cambodia in my life. Maybe it's just because there's palms. But I will go down. Yep. At least it wasn't far north. They went far north, because that would have been a stupid amount of points to lose. Maybe I should, you know, practice. It is Peru. Fucking hell. God damn, look at... like, I look at that and I'm like, yeah, it's Peru. And then you look at that and you're like, wait, no, because you trust the sun, obviously, but you never trust the sun. So thank God for that. Thank God for that. Because I was about to be like, convince myself it was Mexico with that. Anywho, I'd go a bit further north. Watch it be south, but watch it be 69 miles away. Hey, nice. And perfectly sums up what I was talking about. My guy fell for the classic trick of trust. To be fair, like I completely understand that because my initial reaction was that NMPZ is Peru, yeah? And then you go, you check the sun like you always do, you know, just to be safe, and it tells you you're in the Northern Hemisphere. So then you're like, wait, this has to be Northern Hemisphere. I mean, I know there's that. Maybe they just didn't see that, but I understand it because I fucking did it. You know, sometimes the compass just lies, or you know, it's not 100% accurate. But again, two sort of lucky wins there, I guess, and we're back nearly up 1300. What even was my first guess in that? That not to, yeah, it was kind of a weird Europe. Where even fucking was it? Was that Croatia? That's a weird, weird Croatia. It was too southern to be Slovakia, to be fair. And I think these things here are like Slovenian Croatian, but I also think they might be Croatian, Czechian, and Slovakian. Do not trust a thing I say. But that's 2 dubs. Cropole, nice. Okay, thank you. But yeah, I mean, we'll take them. We'll absolutely take those wins. I cannot be picky. DC. Nope. This here is like southern, right? I think we might actually also go like northern Florida on this. I think I trust this. Yeah. Like Tallahassee, Live Oak. Let's go in Boys Ranch. Let's go in Boys Ranch. Fuck. Fair enough. Oops. Should not have trusted that one. I'm a fake Floridian. Obviously. It was like literally 3 months. But my jingo, I will mention it every goddamn fucking time I get a chance. Not for any reason, it's just I don't really have that much to talk about. Joey Ring pasta. With the oh, it's not the Catholic Church, but you know, with churches and Christianity and their association with sodomy, Joey Ring. Joey Ring sounds more like a porn star than a pastor. That's the point I'm trying to make. If it's not fucking Ontario, which I don't think it is, because it feels a bit more western, eastern. Where is Joey Ring from? Nice. Nova Scotia. It was Nova Scotia. And we are in Thai. Wait. Are you the front? Where would the wing mirrors be? Hold up. That's there. That is a wing mirror there. So right-hand drive then? Right-hand drive, English. Yeah, fine. That's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Cool. It took me a while to get there. But we are Philippines. Should always just go middle, but I'll go a bit. I want to go Luzon, honestly, but yeah, good job I didn't. I think when I just see sort of like flatness, I just want to spam in and around here. Then we are Europe. We are Europe. I don't know why that sounded like my wife. I first thought it was like Greek Bulgaria, but I'm unsure of the red in there. Is that Italy? I don't know, but I'll stick with my gut, I think. I would say Greek Bulgaria, but I'm just gonna go Greece. I can't remember my reflectors in the guardrails. Maybe I can. And I should have gone Greek Bulgaria. Not Greek, but you know, the area. I'm not saying by any means that I know how contentious those road lines, those boundaries are. I'm not trying to put that in anywhere. Or say my piece on where Greece starts and Macedonia starts and Bulgaria, you know. Charlie solves the Balkan situation. Anyway, I've completely... Because I want to go fucking Mexico here, right? But this guy over here is telling me no, but I'd go Monterrey area. But like, that's not... Fuck's sake, man. Like, this is way too good. Are we even... Can I rule out Argentina? I don't think I can. They are also struggling, which is good. I know I should know by now. But I'm gonna trust the sun. It doesn't fit, the vibes don't fit, but I'm gonna trust the sun. Sound. Thank God I trusted the sun. I was like, those mountains looked like sort of Monterey mountains. It takes it. Look, I'm not sometimes I'm an instinct and it happens quickly. Sometimes I'm not, but that was an alright guess. But I really wish they'd gone Mexico anyway. Anyway. My favourite place in the whole world. Australia. We do have red dirt, but I do not want to go in Western Australia. But I 100% guarantee you that this will be Western Australia. Khyber Downs. Don't really want to be in the Downs. Wait, there's that slightly red plate. Which way does it go again? Yellow plates is a thingy in it. With the redness and the dryness and slightly hilly, I am gonna go Queensland. I know. Oh, outbacky. Fuck it. I did see you put Northern Territory in there, but if you could make sure that you put it in after I've made my guess. I wouldn't have gone Northern Territory anyway. But the red number plate is there. But yeah, just in future, if you could just wait till after I've guessed to put it in chat. Just for fairness for the opponent. They're playing me at the end of the day. And my skills aren't good enough to go Northern Territory there. The red plate though, I was like, yeah. Is that Scythe of the Gambia? Ooh, no, not quite, but we still fucking gain points. It is Turkey. One sec. Need the charger. Okay. Just let me pop the fuck off. Hold up while I just pop the fuck off.
I heard you.
I said hold up while I just pop the fuck off. Yeah, you can take it. Oh. Yeah. Smells of burning. Smells of burning love.
It is burning.
I'm just a hunger. Lord Almighty, feel the temperature rising. Thank God I can't be demonetized, eh? Fire, it's burning through to my soul. Go, go, go. You're gonna set me on low down token teens with kisses lift me high. Not token teens, I meant Goyash. I meant Goyash all along. There's no road there. Bro's going where there isn't even a road. That one will. Fasunda to Melina. Kisses lift me high. I don't know why I went so far south when it's so very, very dry, but I think that's just whatever the fuck they're growing. Nice. Nearly. Mato Grosso. Vibes were somewhat alright. 109. Now this is Western Australia. Kisses lift me. I cannot sing, I'm sorry. But it doesn't matter because actually Elvis could sing. He could rock and he could roll and he could cheat on his wife. Whereabouts am I there? Way out. I'll go a bit closer to Perth. Brooklyn Corrigan Road. In honor of Mark Corrigan. Captain Corrigan. Captain Corrigan flying at half mast? Oh. Fucking pissed. That was Northern Territory. God damn. And we lose by 6 points. Fucking Jesus. Damn, man. Australia's just not real. It's just not real. Every fucking time I'm like, red dirt, red dirt, red dirt. Trust it. I need to practice Australia. The be-all and end-all is I need to practice Australia. But yeah, unfortunate to lose by 6 points. But, you know, we still lose. We could have had it there. That was a very good guess from them there. Yeah. But if I'd have fucking actually committed on where I thought it was in Greece, then yeah, we still would be in it. But that was a bad guess there, and Fair dues. Might actually make this the last game, to be honest. We're kind of lucky to get out with those 2 wins. Obviously, things aren't going terribly, but they're not coming 100% like smoothly to me, you know. So yeah, I might just leave it after this. I think quit while you're ahead. I'm not seeing the Matrix. You know in the third Matrix when Leo Neo can like it's too hilly there. Neo can like see the Matrix everywhere. I was in the first one. The first one, I get confused. The third one he can see without seeing, even though they're not actually in the Matrix. They're in the outside bit of the Matrix, and it doesn't make sense. It's been a while since I've seen the third Matrix film. First one, genuinely one of the best films of all time. But anyway, what I'm saying is I'm not seeing the Matrix right now. Why is this... Are we like one of these or something? I'm going to go up here, and it's not, but... Okay, it was that sound. I was like, why is the sun... I was like, again, the sun was lying to us, so I was like... yeah. I tried to convince myself it was one of those 2. Another day, another not knowing where the fuck in India we are. So, I'm going, like, Telangana, Maharashtra, hills, region-ish. If there are hills even where I've clicked. Nope. Yeah, I'm hungry as well. I've got a date with a bag of grated mozzarella. Whoa, nice, good stuff. Fuck me, man, that's like incredible, and it's like crisp quality, dude. Need to go on a lad's trip to Mongolia if you know what I mean. And by that I mean I need to go on a lad's trip to Mongolia. I actually don't know. I know it's here-ish. But I do not know the coverage. Super remote though. Shall I? I shall. Yeah, not bad. It was, yeah, the hills were feeling more north, but I got the right. You know, it was nice that I actually managed to super commit. That always shows that we're doing somewhat okay. That's the wrong country. No? It's not the wrong country. It's sound. Whew. Nearly went Brazil. Nearly tried to convince myself that there was some random Brazilian pole somewhere. This, however, I might go wrong country on. Uganda. I mean, I did go wrong country, but not the not the wrong country I thought it was gonna be. Boom! Thanks for the guns out, squad in. Light this chat up. 1 sec, and I will. Well, this is Kenya. I know this one's Kenya. It's sound. How's it going? Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate. I got distracted and now I cannot line up this road and cannot think about lining up this road. Yeah, it was over that one. Boom! The chat message said I had to do what the chat message said. I don't understand the reference, but I will get in on the reference. Which just about sums up my whole life. Thanks for tuning in anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, I mean, we have been known to just be the world's worst Australia player in the world, but this has to be Victoria, right? Just my raid message. It's a good raid message. It's cool. I wouldn't exactly call them guns though. On my part. The old clicking around on the GeoGuessr mouse doesn't bring the gains you think it would. Fuck. I might be about to lose in Australia the second game in a row. It's hilly up there, isn't it? But like, I kind of want to tend towards closer to New South Wales just in case. And or do I trust my gut? Do I trust my gut? Do I trust my gut? I'll leave it there. Nice. Sound. Good stuff. At least people in the raid got to see that. That's a rarity. That is a massive rarity. You came at the right time because I think that's the first good Australia guest I've had this year. And that's not even an exaggeration. One sec. Do everybody get their guns out after the raid message? Or is it just the people who cannot not give in to peer pressure?